Food and weight obsession can be exhausting. Losing weight, gaining weight, dieting, feeling like a failure because you missed a workout, binged, overate, or gained all the weight back. The cycle is endless and it can be maddening. But I'm here to say you can stop the mental madness. You can take back control of your food behaviors, but you have to face your fears, you have to ask for help, and make a change. I am Leslie M. Thornton, permanent weight loss coach from hpwl.co. This is Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss, and I know you can make this happen. On this podcast, you will hear how to stop the mental madness, love your body, trust your food decisions so you can create a life of happiness, freedom, and inner peace.
I went to her house. We had like a brunch and we just caught up. We hadn't seen each other for a long time. And, I took her flowers. I'm like every girl needs flowers. So I took her for Thanksgiving. Thankful for her because I've known her. We've walked through our divorces together and we've just been through a lot together. And yeah, so.
How was it to go for brunch and be in food freedom land?
It was great. No, it was awesome because it's like I didn't have to worry about oh my God, how many points is this? Oh gosh, this is gonna ruin my whole day. And it's just it is so freeing not to even worry about this anymore. It's like I canceled Weight Watchers the other day and it asked me why I was canceling. And I said I prefer not to say because I just didn't want to get into it. It's too much. I mean, I prefer not to say cancel. Yeah. So in December it'll be over. But yeah, no, not that worrying about how much what I was eating was, oh my God, this isn't Weight Watchers friendly. It wouldn't have ruined my time with her, but it was just nice it's so freeing not to worry about that anymore.
Yep.
At all. I mean, I don't really, and when you've been in diet mentality for your whole freaking life, it's like, it's so freeing not to be in that mentality anymore and to, wake up and just trust my body. And like, I just, get on the scale this morning, see, and it's stable, it's not, and it's not, and I think, just being away from that, like I've said before, forcing your round peg into a square hole. I don't really care to be 150. That's not where my body's comfortable. That's not where my body wants to be. And it's too much work to stay. I have to barely eat anything, have to exercise all the time. And it's like I've been this, exercising, I like to exercise. I haven't been able to because of the dang boot. But before, like, you would do it so you could eat more, okay. And force yourself. Maybe you didn't feel like it or, just because, I can get more points. I can eat more if I exercise or, I've been, you've been there, done that, it's like, I worked out good. Now I can have this, and it just, it's a whole vicious cycle and not doing things because you enjoy it, not eating things because you enjoy it, eating things because, I only have 2 points left for the day. So I guess I'll just have to have this salad with the tomato on it.
Such a bland way to live life, isn't it? It's just like terrible to put those kind of shackles on yourself. And I don't know. I mean, it's fine if someone's super passionate about it and they're into it, but not if it feels like an uphill battle and they're hating.
It's an uphill battle. And it's just, and never feeling like you measure up because you're always feeling like maybe I had, and your day was determined good or bad by how well you stuck to your plan. It was a good day, bad day, the whole black and white, it was a bad day. And that doesn't make it a bad day. I mean, even now it's like, okay, well, I made some, maybe I could have made better choices, but it's okay. I'm fine with the choices I made. It's not a bad day. It's not, it's still a good day. I mean, every day's a good day. And let's just go on, carry on, and not the old mentality was, well, it was a bad day, so I might as well just eat the whole rest of the box of Oreos and start over tomorrow. And tomorrow you start over and something happens and, it's another bad day, or keep eating and eating knowing, okay, well, Monday I'm going to start Weight Watchers again. So I might as well just eat everything that I can't eat in excess that I won't be able to eat once I start Weight Watchers again, because,
Mm.
so it's a
That
whole,
lasts less than a week before you're off again, and then eating way more again, and yeah,
yeah, and it's a never ending cycle. And
never
so the
ending.
not worrying about that and the freedom and just being is so freeing.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Way to go. You've done it so well. Yeah, I think what you're really pointing to is like when the motivation to diet is coming from the place of because I'm not good enough or if something's wrong with me or I'm inadequate as I am. It's just built on such a foundation that's not sustainable, because eventually at the end of the day, anytime you make a mistake when you're putting that kind of pressure on yourself, it's going to feel like the whole world's falling apart. And then that's where Oreos come in. And it's like that's the foundational work that needs to be done so that you don't fall apart when you make a
Yeah.
little mistake or something.
Amazon so it'll be nice for the cruise. It's like a wrap dress. It's cute. And I put it on and I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure if I really like how this, I mean, I'm sure, it's a large. I'm like, but I'll just order the extra large and order it and see if it fits better. But it didn't like mean anything to me because it probably came from China anyway. So, so
hmm
small there. So, I'm like, just try the bigger size. And it didn't mess with my head going, oh my God, you're going to order an extra large. So,
Yay, good job. 100%. I literally, it's just, and I have, because of taking on this mindset, it's like in the dressing room, it's like some things make me feel like I'm like, oh God. But I literally only say, like, it's just the fit and it's the clothes. It has absolutely not, because I know there's things that look fantastic on my body,
yeah,
and regardless of the size, like, it doesn't matter. It's like, I'm just looking for what makes me feel good and looks fantastic on my body. And there's something for every body type to look fantastic in, to feel fantastic in. So it's just like, if it's a no, it's just like immediate off. And where's the next thing that's can
you know,
look good?
different brands fit differently because,
Yeah,
like one pair of pants and eight might in like whatever brand designer it is, and then in another designer it's too small,
that's right.
because the way they make their clothes. And so I've
That's it.
decided whatever looks good, it doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. Well, when it comes to clothes.
hmm Yeah, the number, like, I don't even pay attention. I probably have like three different number pant sizes in my, but it's like, I'm just like, no, it's just the style. This is what looks good. This is what fits good. Great.
Yeah, so I'm not putting, and the number on the scale, it's just it's a tool. The scale is a tool now just to tell me where I am. It doesn't,
Great.
it just tells me where I am. So if it's starting to creep up, I'm like, well, maybe not go back into diet mentality, but maybe you should just, tone back on, whatever maybe you're like,
Yeah,
you
it could
know,
have you just kind of feel into it and be like, well, have I, am I feeling off? Like, have I been eating heavy? Is there something emotional maybe that's been going on that's been having me eat heavier? Right. You can just, like, a tool, like you're saying, it's just like an indicator. And then you can just make empowered decisions of being like, you know what? It hasn't felt very good to do X, Y, and Z. Like, let me do X, Y, and Z instead?
What's I mean, and also, I mean, your clothes are another indicator because, I mean, you could just be like a couple pounds of water weight. Maybe you ate too much salt the other day before. Maybe you didn't drink enough water the day before. It's
Maybe it's a
just
full moon and the gravity is pulling me differently at a different time.
every day like I did before because it's like check in once a week. Okay. So since the last Tuesday I checked in, I'm like, okay, I'll check in this morning. It's
Mhm.
good. Like no
Great.
matter, just checking in with you. Scale
Yay.
back up on the shelf where it goes and out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. I love it. It's like you got your power back, and like you're really exuding like someone who is making empowered choices because there is no right and wrong way. Every other diet plan is like, you must weigh yourself every day or you must not weigh yourself every day. It's like, no, I want everybody's on their own journey. There was a time, and you did it a lot quicker than me. So yay for you. You were really ready, but I
I
couldn't step on the scale for months and months and months. But now I can step on it every day and it's just the same as what you're saying. It's just like, oh, just a check-in. Great. Sounds good. Sometimes it's
yeah,
up a couple pounds and that's fine.
I mean, I could probably step on it every day now and not because I'm not in diet. I'm not in diet mentality anymore. Whereas when you're in
Yay.
mentality, it messes with you so much more because you're in that diet mentality trying to lose weight. And when you're not, it messes with you.
Yep.
You know, I'm up a couple pounds. I better like not eat anything today, and it could be just water weight, but it still messes with you. Like
Correct.
I
It
said,
like changes all your actions, all your thinking, all of your moods, all of your, and that's, that's an indicator of like, okay, no, we're maybe not ready, or, do more emotional mastery to like until you're there. But
I
yeah.
think just, I think it happened pretty fast for me because I realized that my body's okay where it is. I don't really need to lose weight. I'm fine where I am.
Perfect. That acceptance is everything.
My body where it is, because where my body is right now, I still can eat and enjoy life, and I don't have to starve myself. And I may not be what Weight Watchers says I have, what I should be, but I'm not. But you know, that's too hard. Striving there is too hard, and it's not attainable, because
Yeah,
that's not what body wants to be.
totally.
I'm
And what you're also pointing to is it's just not aligned with where your current values are now. Maybe there was a past you who you were aligned with Weight Watchers and losing weight like that. And like right now it's about acceptance, it's about loving yourself, it's about enjoying your friends, your social life, your entire life.
enjoying life, enjoying traveling, enjoying, because,
Yes.
enjoying being with my daughters and traveling with my daughter, and, enjoying family, friends, not.
So this program gave you permission to align with what actually was already true. And the reason why you couldn't stay consistent on Weight Watchers was because we weren't listening to the truth of where Carolyn's at now. But once
Right.
we pivot, and this goes for just life lessons for every area of life, it's like whenever something's not working the way that it used to, then consider that we're out of alignment. There's some values that have shifted. And as soon as we get clear on what that is, and then we go all the way in on that new, like, then we find peace, alignment, flow, right? Like all the goodness comes in. So you were just so ready. I'm so happy
Yeah.
for you.
Well,
I
you,
really am.
you know, with
Mm.
that freedom. And I totally feel free. I don't, I really, during the day, I don't, I eat breakfast. I have a good breakfast. I usually have oatmeal with some, like, put like raisins in it and pecans, and I don't worry about how many points. So this little count out, like, measure like how many ounces is,
Yep. Yes.
golden raisins, and you know
A
and
quarter cup and oh god.
yeah, quarter cup of raisins. Oh my god, that's 20 points.
Yeah. Oh my
but
gosh. Yes.
I really don't. I don't snack a lot during the day, and I don't find myself, every now and then I like be looking in the pantry cabinet. I'm like, you're just bored. Just go do something else, or have an apple. Like today, I was like, I need kind of hungry. I'll just have an apple. It was the best apple. It was so good. It was juicy and crunchy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then I found these strawberry bars that are really good.
Mm.
I can't remember where I bought them though. Sorry, I need water.
Yeah,
But
no.
they taste so much like fresh strawberries. But yeah, but I just think that the problem and the tweaking was in being in alignment.
That's right.
And accepting myself, and quit fighting the fight, quit fighting that uphill battle that wasn't going to be won.
Correct. Yeah, if I could have people know, it's like there's not anything wrong with you, that you can't stay consistent and motivated, that you can't stay on track with your diet. It's just like consider the fact that you're out of alignment. There's a deeper desire that you have that you're not clear on. And as soon as you get clear on it, then everything can, feel as good as what you're feeling now. We just
Yeah.
rinse and repeat our whole lives. Yep.
Or, even like in diet mentality with my foot, I'm like, oh man, I can't exercise, and it's just, all bad, but I'm like, I've been getting a lot done because I can't, like,
Yes.
I can drive with this boot on. It's not the most comfortable thing, but rather just take it easy and get stuff done. Go through that pile of papers on the desk that, has been sitting there forever, and just just relax. Just it'll come. It'll be healed, and I can get back to walking, and it's not a forever.
Woohoo. So exciting. I'm so happy for you. I know I keep saying that, but I know how good that feels, and you've
Yeah.
done so good. So
I feel, yeah, good. I feel really grounded. I feel like I've got this. I don't feel like I'm ever going to go back into diet mentality again because I don't want to. And I feel like I know how to eat. I mean, like you said, there's value in each program you've done. Like when I was younger, my mom put me in diet center. The thing I learned the most from that was drinking water. And ever since then, I've been a water drinker. I love water. I can't go. I mean, I could leave my house in the summer. I mean, anytime without my phone, except for if my, since my daughter's in program, I'd probably go back and get my phone. But if I leave my water, I go back and get my water. I'm like, if I'm addicted to anything, it's water. I have to have water with me. My daughter calls me an earthworm. She said, Mom, you're like an earthworm. If you didn't have water, you'd probably shrivel up. I said, I probably.
Yeah.
I don't drink enough water like the day before, that I'll wake up the next day with a slamming headache.
Wow.
Like my brain is like all shriveled up from dehydration. But I love to drink water in that program, and then I gave up soda like 10 years ago, and I don't even like soda anymore. So I predominantly just drink water. Drink of choice. But so I learned that from that program, from Weight Watchers. I did learn healthy eating habits, although it becomes obsessive. The point thing became obsessive for me. Maybe, I don't know. And I'm sure it does for other people, because like I said, I felt that lady in the store, like I get my phone out, scanning things before I buy them, and just that whole obsession thing. But I did learn how healthy eating habits,
totally.
So for a long time, I mean, I know how to eat. I know what's healthy, and so you learn bits and pieces along the way, which help you be successful. But the piece was getting that freedom and loving myself where I am, and I'm okay. I don't quit fighting.
That's right. Yep. That was totally it. Learning how to trust yourself, and now you can learn everything, but you're like, it's the last step is like, you're creating your own blueprint based on what feels good to you, and based on the stuff you learned in the past. It's like, I make the rules. I trust myself. I trust my body. And then it gets really fun. That's when we literally have the freedom.
There's a thing of not being stressed, because stress hormone holds on to fat. So you got to time about, oh my God, what am I eating? How much am I feeling crazy and stressed out? And, even like just like I see, even just thought of going to my friend's house. Oh my God, what's she going to serve for, what's she going to serve? Oh, this is going to ruin my whole day. But
yeah, not anymore. Fine. Not anymore. Yeah. Really awesome. Really, really awesome. Nice. Anything that you would like coaching on today? Obviously, you got the food part down. Is there anything else going on?
I really think I've pretty much I think I pretty got it all down. Honestly, I don't.
So too. I do.
Love it. I do love myself. I look in the mirror now and I'm like, hey, you're okay.
Yeah.
Say bad things.
Carolyn.
I'm like, yeah.
Hey, girl.
Hey. So, buy some new clothes, and although it's, yeah. Like I bought a pair at Kohl's the other day, and they only had like one size. I'm like, yeah, let me order the bigger size online and just see which one I feel more comfortable in, because the one fit, but I just want to see which one I like better. But it's just return stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
But because I didn't have it in the store and I was running out of time, I had to be somewhere. So I'm like, gotta run. Trying on clothes when you have in a boot is not too much fun either, because you got to take the boot off every time.
Oh my God, I can't. Yes, that would be challenging.
It's like
you had a shopper to help you, so you didn't have to come out every second.
Try it on, take it back.
Oh my goodness. Well, nice. Yeah.
Getting stuff, cleaning, going through clothes, winter box of clothes from last year, and like I've just been decluttering and just kind of freeing, because I don't like clutter. I don't like too much stuff. I just feel like I had to help my friend move. She was moving to Kentucky, and she's a hoarder of sorts. And you open her dishwasher and there'd be like 50 plastic cups in there. So I'm like, okay. Or she had like 10 spatulas. I'm like, you get to keep 3. Which sparks of joy? Which three sparks of joy?
Mm-hmm.
She was so
Nice.
tired. While I'm like, I like the Marie Kondo. I'm like, nah, this doesn't spark joy anymore. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Yeah.
There was a cartoon, the dog. Someone has sent it to me, or I found it. The dog is going into like the thrift store with the cat in a box. He goes, "This just doesn't spark joy anymore."
That's hilarious.
Doesn't spark joy.
This cat's not sparking joy anymore as it's ruining all my plants in my house, knocking
But
them down.
but yeah, I know my friend. We were talking about how cats are jerks. They like to knock things over,
I
and
know.
I mean, I have cats and dogs, but cats are jerks.
Yeah. I used to have a
But,
cat. It's a love-hate relationship for sure.
but like, so yeah, I mean, it's like, but of course, I've given things away before. I'm like, dang it, why did I get rid of that? I need it, and so I have to go buy a new one. And I'm like, yeah, out you go. But
Mm-hmm.
you haven't used it, don't need it. Yeah, like,
I'm a big fan of hide it for 6 months, and if I don't go in there, it's going.
yeah. That's why I used to my friend. We used to watch hoarders and talk about it. I'm like, well, because of course they're mentally ill, but
Yeah.
I'm like, if I haven't seen it for 7 years and it's on the bottom of the pile, then why do you need it so badly? I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around. I just don't. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really an interesting mental issue.
clutter just makes me anxious. Like too much stuff. Like my daughter, I said, I looked in her winter box of clothes, and I'm like, oh my God, your box, that makes me anxious looking in that box. You have
Mhm.
clothes. I'm like, I don't even have room to hang them up for you. Because the oldest one that has cerebral palsy, I'm like, you are a hoarder of clothes. She's a hoarder. And I mean, I guess they used to go to school when they were little, I used to go through their toys and get rid of stuff. Their closet. Sometimes the youngest one is like, we were at the thrift store. Oh, mommy, I have a dress like that. And I'm like, probably that is your dress because I just donated a bunch to this thrift.
Don't remember it too well.
Don't go home and look for it because
Yeah, exactly. It's gone.
oh, I have this one too. And I'm like, maybe we better leave.
Seeing her clothes all around town.
Toys because they had so many toys, and I'm like, because if you guys don't even miss them, then yeah, I have too many. But I'm like, we went through her clothes. Didn't get rid of many, but oh my gosh, you are such a horror.
Oh,
But
lucky to have you as a mom. I know that for sure. It's awesome.
but
All that
yeah,
water you drink keeps your happiness, your hydration.
I love water. I can't do.
Yeah, I probably makes you a more positive person. I think water does a lot. So
Telling you, if I don't have it, last couple of days I've woken up with a headache, and I think it's because I get busy sometimes. Well, it's also winter, and then winter it's harder to. In the summer here, it's not hard to drink water at all because it's like 104. So I can water down all day long, but in the winter it gets a little bit harder as it cools down.
yeah.
But I still drink it, but I just forget. I don't think about it as much, or I get and just
Yeah,
don't
I can
drink.
relate to that. Yeah.
I know where every bathroom is in every store that I go into. That's for sure.
Yep. Yep. That's funny. Nice. Awesome. Well, way to go.
Yeah, things are
Killing it.
good.
Happy
Going
for
to lobster for Thanksgiving. I said, well, I'm not cooking. My daughter, I said,
you.
the one, like I said, the younger one eats nothing. And she doesn't really care about Thanksgiving food. She doesn't really like turkey that much. She doesn't like stuffing. She doesn't like really any of the Thanksgiving foods. There's nothing at Thanksgiving. She might like mashed potatoes. That's probably all she would eat is mashed potatoes. The older one, she's my foodie. She loves, turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce, and all the Thanksgiving stuff. But I gave her the option. I said, we can either go to a restaurant that serves that, or we can go to Red Lobster and have lobster. She's like, Red Lobster.
Yeah. Lobster's a great idea for Thanksgiving. I would love that. That was fun. When I lived in Australia, they'd had surf and turf for Christmas because it's summer there. So they'd do it on the barbecue on the beach on Christmas Day, which is always interesting. But
I don't feel like cooking. I just don't feel like having all that food around. And just for us, why,
no reason.
really, I mean, like I said,
I'm a
I'm
big
from,
fan of switching things up too.
and
It's like I don't want to do the same thing every year. It's so boring. I'm the only one in my family that feels that way. Everyone's like, no, we want to do what we do. I'm like, I'm
No.
literally the only one, you know? I'm like, oh man, I want to switch it up all the time. I'm like, let's go to Ireland for Christmas. Like, you know, like let's, you know.
Las Vegas because I got roped into some timeshare deal, which was painful. I said, "Oh my God, I'll never do that again." Like I went in, I'm like, I'm telling you right from the beginning, I'm not interested. Some
Mm-hmm.
some person on host, when I made a hotel reservation, said all you have to do is go listen. You don't have to buy anything. So I'm here to listen, but I am not buying a timeshare. I'm not. So the whole way through, I'm like, no. They're like, do you like vacation? I'm like, no, not really.
That's hilarious.
No, so negative. Where do you like to Oh, nowhere really. My daughter's in a wheelchair, so it's really hard for us to travel. And they just kept pushing and pushing, and I was just being like, so like, I didn't want to say. I tried to say
Closed.
very little. The more you say, the more they
They'll use it. Yeah.
use it. And so finally, they're like, they realized they weren't going to get anywhere with me. And so I told them, I said, some person on hotel line told me I had to come and listen. I wouldn't have to buy anything, so I'm not going to buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they put me to this last guy. I said, "Oh, what are you, the closer?" And he's like, he tried to convince me too. And then he's like, I'm not going to get anywhere with you." I'm like, "No, you're not." And he's like, "Then go, you can go get your money and go."
Nice. Yeah.
I told my daughter, said, "Call me after like, because you had like a 2 hour commitment or something." I said, "Call me at 2 hours exactly and tell me I need to."
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I was out of there. I got like 150 dollars cash or something for listening to them. And
There you
we
go.
went to America's Got Talent show. Well, Las Vegas was like
Oh,
a Las Vegas, the America's Got Talent winner, the whatever the past people had been on there. The show was good, but we were in Las Vegas. We flew in on Thanksgiving Day and had hotel food. But yeah, no, I know. So I'm like, yeah, let's just, we're gonna go see a movie on Thursday and then go eat.
nice. That's awesome. America's Got Talent. That sounds fun.
It was fun.
Hmm. Right up my alley. I love it a lot. I would do the same thing if it was a sale. I'd be like, no, not buying. I
I
just,
know.
oh no.
I dermatologist. I said something about, we were talking about Thanksgiving. See, we were in Vegas last year, and I said I did time. She goes, "Yeah, my wife and I thought about doing." I said, "Well, honestly, it was very painful." My brother, they do it all the time, but my brother is very, him and his wife, because they're paired up together. I was by myself, so I was more, vulnerable. But I said, "No," what I said, "I worked too hard." I said, "I've worked too hard to get to where I am financially to make stupid decisions like this on the
Ah,
fly."
that's awesome.
I said,
Yeah.
"A woman, I need to protect my assets, and this is not the right choice for me. It's not. It's stupid.
Yep.
I don't. I made that mistake. Well, see, you learn from all the mistakes we make in life. So after I graduated from nursing school, my friend and I went to Hawaii. My friend that was in the nursing program with me, and I got suckered into getting a timeshare.
Oh, you already did it. Okay.
So, but
Learn from it too.
I
Mm-hmm.
learned big lessons. But I was able to sell it and get rid of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I I don't trust salespeople, salesmen. And so my mom said, it's probably a good thing. So when you bought your house, your first house, and all these people came at you telling you need a water softening system and you need this and you need that, to take them all with, they're just, I mean, I'll tell you, I appreciate you doing your job, but no,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing your
Yeah,
job.
I was just talking, and I actually met my uncle for breakfast this morning. His wife unfortunately just passed away of ALS, but he used to be a financial advisor, and he was just talking about sales in general. And he was just like, it's a tricky thing. He's like, because anybody could learn how to sell, but like they might not even like be passionate about what they're doing, or like actually they're just going to take advantage of someone that just wants to sell something, and whatever. And he was saying like with their financial advising thing, they didn't make the, what was it called? Like profit, or they didn't get something, da 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 da. So they literally only could look out for what was of their best interest, instead of like, oh, well, they'll pay for the higher package, even though this isn't actually what they need
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Yeah,
So
I know. So
I
I
guess
learned.
you also just have to trust your intuition, that like, well, first of all, it's like empower yourself. I always say to people, like, get clear on what you feel like you desire first.
Mm-hmm.
So then it doesn't matter if they're sleazy or not. It's like, do you have something that's in alignment with where I'm at and what I am desiring next in my life, you know? And then it's like, so I can get past the personality and buy it regardless of your
Right.
character.
Solar for your house,
Mm-hmm.
but be cautious because some companies are fly by night and some are,
Right.
not so. I almost felt for these guys. I'm like, yeah, I looked them up after. I'm like, no, I'm going to get out of this one. And, went with a different company, which I was very happy with. And they were honest and they weren't pushy and these, but my sign is so too pushy. There's like,
Yeah, I know. It's, what I do when they do that? I'll be like, I'm a big fan of call a spade. And I'll go like, just feeling like really pushed and pressured right now. And I'm just wondering why I'm having that experience.
Mhm.
And I let them respond to it, like I actually am just, and then I
I
can like
tell
break them down. I'm like, why are you so passionate about me buying this? Why? I want to know why.
you to lock into a decision today. And then, instead of letting you really think about it, because they know if you
Yeah.
think about it, then you're going to like maybe come back and say, no, it's not. But, California, at least in California, we have like 48 hours, 24, 48, 72, something like that, 3 days to rescind. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
have 3 days,
Interesting.
you can
Huh.
call and cancel.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Look out, California. We're always on the lookout.
I know everybody hates California,
A lot of rules, a lot of
but yeah,
terrifying things that could happen if you do the wrong thing. So
where I am financially and I've learned not to make rash decisions.
nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of sales, have you thought about NLP more?
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm good where I am.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't drain any more money out of my savings because I just doesn't feel, like that's the thing to do right now. Because there's some
Okay,
things travel and
cool.
but get you thinking of me, and I've been, I think I have a good set of tools in my tool belt.
Amazing. Awesome. Yeah.
I think thank you, and just I think I've generally come a long ways and feel good. I don't feel like I'm going to revert back. I don't feel like I feel good.
Amazing. Really
Strong.
happy for you.
Like I'm not in that diet mentality anymore and I don't ever want to go back there again because I'm good. I don't need to. Because like I said, when I first started this program, I'm like, oh, I need to lose 5 pounds before I go to 5, 10, 10, 5, whatever, before I go on my cruise. But now I'm not there. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm happy where I have permission to be where I am and I'm fine.
You do have permission to be exactly where you are. Absolutely fine. You did
Not
such
in
a good job.
Weight Watchers who's telling me, no, you have to be here. And until you get here, you're going to keep paying and 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 paying until you get here and stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's not, how many times have I been there? And then, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just appreciate you. I appreciate what you bring, to people through your, program. It's, it is life changing, to have that freedom and not be stuck.
Thank you for saying that. I really love doing this. And yeah, I'm ready for the group to come back.
Yeah.
I've loved being with just you. It's been really fun. And I want to help so many more people too, because I know, and it feels good to help people.
There's just it is a trap. The diet mentality is such a trap.
Yes, it is.
It's a huge trap because you're never good enough. And it just breeds, it just keeps on going. It breeds, you can never measure up. You can never be perfect. And then that just leads to a whole cascade of events. And when you let all that go, things start happening, things start changing, and your body starts changing, and just everything changes.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Thank you. Maybe if you're willing, could use the first half of this for the podcast too, for part 2.
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Yeah,
Okay.
no, because people need to know there is freedom out there. There is, you know, and yeah, you don't be stuck in the on the crazy train. Because I was on the crazy train. I'm like desperate, you know? It's like that desperation of how am I gonna always feeling like you have to be losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, gaining, and you just stuck in that. It was
It's
so easy to
exhausting. It's so tiring.
and that's why it was so I think so easy to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
As well, I remember at first, oh, can I do little Weight Watchers because I still want to lose weight? And oh, I can lose weight in hypnosis and in that whole, and then you realize, I soon realized, this is madness. I'm done. I can't
Nice. Yeah.
madness.
And that's usually the experience I remember telling you. I was like, totally fine. I usually find that within the first 3 weeks, people are letting go of Weight Watchers or whatever else. So
I had no problem letting go. And a matter of fact, anything Weight Watchers that's trying to turn my computer back to sleep.
mm-hmm.
Go back to sleep. I hit the mouse and woke it up. Anything, I don't even really want anything to do with anything Weight Watchers. It just brings back bad juju.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way.
You know, diet food. You know, I don't need to eat diet food. I can have regular ice cream if I want. I don't need to eat diet ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
If I want, you know, honestly, if I want to have I'd rather have a tablespoon of real sour cream than 2 tablespoons of fat-free sour cream.
Yes. Because the satisfaction part isn't there. And then you end up wanting something else right after you're done with your meal because you didn't have the damn real sour cream.
I know. Also, the fat in sour cream has more satiety than the non-fat stuff. And I think I read an article once about that, you know, that you're better off eating less of the real stuff than all this fat-free stuff and the stuff they put in it because it's not satisfying. And so then you're yearning for more.
That's right.
I feel like I said with Woman Weight Watchers, you know, you're eating a low-calorie dinner and it's not satisfying. Like I've had a couple, I mean, and before I was totally anti-salad. My friend like coming for dinner, can bring salad. Can we bring salad? You can bring salad if you want, but I don't really care about salad that much. But so I bought this kale. There's this kale salad that comes with the poppy seed dressing and cran raisins and I love that salad. And so I leftover Costco chicken and I'm like, oh, I bought some of the salad. I'm gonna make, and I had some like gorgonzola cheese. I put some gorgonzola cheese and some tomatoes. And avocados are hard to come by right now because it's not really. They're all hard as rocks. But you know, I'm putting stuff. Enjoy it and put this poppy seed dressing on there and enjoy it and not be worrying about every single point that this salad is costing me and being satisfied and having good dressing. I'm not going to put oil. I don't like oil and vinegar dressing, and I'm not going to eat a salad with. I just don't enjoy it. I'm not going to eat a salad with oil and vinegar dressing on it. To me, that's gross. I don't like lettuce that much to force that down.
Yeah.
So eat what you enjoy.
Absolutely.
And then that's satisfying. Threw some chicken in there, and it was good.
Yep. Just today I had leftover salad and I had a leftover piece of frozen pizza and it was perfect little lunch. I just heated up the frozen pizza piece, the salad, nice dressing on there, and it was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, have what you want and be satisfied instead of always yearning. Well, that wasn't satisfying. Now what do I want? Now what?
Exactly. That's what makes the crazy thinking. And like, why am I thinking about this? Because you're not actually eating what you actually wanted to eat in the first place. You weren't honoring your body's needs. And so you're now eating all night long trying to fulfill something that can't be fulfilled without a dollop of sour cream on a taco.
Or Jerry.
That's right.
Jerry Garcia.
100%.
But yeah, so you know, that's what causes the grazing is that yearning and searching. Okay, well that wasn't it. Now what can I eat? And then pretty soon it's like, yeah. Yep.
Got it. You could teach this class now.
Literally.
You could. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's just so much, yearning for something and just, But I think too, I mean, you know, I'm a little bit, fortunate because my weight was kind of in a stable place, more or less. I mean, it was, you know, it just wasn't where Weight Watchers said I should be. It was where my body said I should be. And I just had to come to grips with that and not always be in that diet mentality. Get out of that, because you're fine. You're good.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, because everybody's journey looks different. Like my journey started when I was at the lowest weight I ever was. So in order for my body to actually get to where it was at its set point weight, it was a lot of gaining.
Gain weight.
It felt so scary. And some of my clients, like that's challenging for them when they come from that, you know?
Yeah.
When the weight gain, but if you're already in a space where your weight's already like yours was, the transition is easier. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when people come in and their weight might be more in their set point range already, letting go of the attachment to needing to lose weight takes longer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, no, but this is still wrong. I still really want to lose weight. And I'm like, I get it. And
I'm like, no, I don't want to lose weight. I'm tired of
Right. Exactly. You're like, perfect. You were perfectly set up to be where you are.
Back to. This is where my body always bounces back to.
Right.
This is where my body
trusts that. Yeah.
And you know, it's like, no, I don't want to work that. I don't want to. Well, first of all, I mean, it's not that I don't want to work that hard. It's that I don't want to starve myself. I want to find that balance and be, you know, enjoy life, enjoy food, and not be the sad girl who won't eat pizza because I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, what is that? Oh, that's a muffin top. We all have them.
Yeah. Yes. So true. I've got one. I totally have one. Yeah. But if I get high enough pants, then it doesn't come out as much. And that's great too.
That's the waist that kind of holds that muffin top.
Yeah, exactly. Clothes can do all sorts of things.
I used to always say, oh, yeah, someone think, oh, you look good. You like you lost weight. Clothes can hide a multitude of sins. Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. If you are serious about taking action on your struggle with food, body, and weight, then this is for you. Go ahead and text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232-5483. Immediately after texting that number, you will get access to our free training that will tell you why you can't figure the food, body, and weight thing out, why you can't keep weight off even after you've been successful in the past, and how to actually overcome it, including a mini hypnosis session at the end. Don't miss out. Text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232-5483.